Judiciary. Imagine this, you're walking down the street and you see someone break the law. Maybe they steal something or damage property. What happens next? Does the person just walk away, free from any consequences? Of course not. In a fair society, the law must step in to ensure justice is served. But who makes sure that the law is followed and that everyone is treated equally? That's where the judiciary comes in. The judiciary is like a referee in a game. It ensures that the rules are followed, and when there's a dispute, it helps decide what's fair. It's a system of courts where citizens can go to get justice, where they can challenge wrongful actions, and where their fundamental rights are protected. In India, the judiciary plays an even more crucial role because it also serves as a protector of the constitution and ensures that no one, not even the government, can misuse their power. In today's chapter, we'll explore how the judiciary works, the key functions it performs, and why its independence is so important. We'll also look at the structure of courts in India and how they help in resolving conflicts, protecting rights, and keeping the government in check. Ready to learn how the judiciary helps maintain fairness and justice in India? Let's get started. What is the role of the judiciary? The judiciary performs several crucial roles to maintain justice and fairness. Firstly, dispute resolution. The judiciary helps resolve disputes, whether between individuals, citizens, and the government, or even between different state governments. For example, if two states have a disagreement over resources, the judiciary steps in to settle the matter. Secondly, judicial review. The judiciary is the ultimate interpreter of the Constitution. It can review laws passed by Parliament and, if needed, strike them down if they violate the basic principles of the Constitution. This power is called judicial review. And thirdly, upholding fundamental rights. Every citizen has the right to approach the Supreme Court or the High Court if their fundamental rights, such as the right to equality or freedom of speech, are violated. The judiciary ensures that these rights are protected for every individual. What do you think might happen if there was no judiciary to resolve disputes? How would people solve their problems? Without a judiciary, people might take matters into their own hands, leading to chaos and injustice. A proper judicial system ensures that disputes are settled in a peaceful and lawful way, keeping society fair and balanced. The independence of the judiciary is a key concept in a democracy. What does it mean? It means that the judiciary is free from interference by the other branches of government, the legislature, and the executive. Judges make decisions based solely on the law and the constitution, not influenced by political pressure or government decisions. Why is this independence important? Because it allows the judiciary to act impartially, ensuring that justice is served and that the rights of individuals are protected without any bias or influence. Now, let's understand how the judicial system is structured in India. There are three levels of courts. District courts, these are the courts where most people interact with the judiciary. They deal with cases at the local level, such as family disputes, land cases, or property matters. Secondly, high courts. Each state in India has a high court. The high court is the highest judicial authority within the state, and it deals with appeals from district courts. It can also take up important matters that affect the state as a whole. And then, Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country, located in New Delhi. Its decisions are binding on all lower courts. It is the final authority in legal matters, and its rulings cannot be challenged. What role does the Supreme Court play in relation to the high courts and district courts? Answer: the Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority, and its decisions are binding on all lower courts. If someone feels that the decision of a district court or a high court is unjust, They can appeal to the Supreme Court. Branches of the legal system. The Indian legal system is divided into two main branches. First one is civil law. This deals with legal matters where personal rights have been harmed. For example, property disputes or cases where someone's reputation has been damaged. And then criminal law. This deals with crimes and offenses such as theft, assault, or murder. Criminal cases usually begin with an FIR, First Information Report, filed with the police. Public interest litigation. India also has a unique feature in its judicial system called public interest litigation. PIL allows anyone, even if they are not directly affected by an issue, to file a case in court if they believe it affects the public interest. For example, if there's a case of pollution harming the community or the violation of workers' rights, any citizen can file a PIL on behalf of the affected group. Importance of judiciary. The judiciary plays several vital roles in our democracy. Starting with the first, guardian of the Constitution, the judiciary ensures that the laws passed by the government are in line with the Constitution. Secondly, check on government power. It keeps a check on the powers of the executive and legislature, ensuring that no one branch of government becomes too powerful. Then, protector of fundamental rights. The judiciary safeguards the fundamental rights of citizens, making sure that no one's rights are violated. And last but not the least, interprets laws. The judiciary helps interpret laws in a way that makes them fair and just. Now, the question arises that, does everyone truly have access to the courts? In the early 1980s, the Supreme Court of India took a groundbreaking step to make justice more accessible. They introduced public interest litigation, PIL, a mechanism designed to ensure that even the most marginalized individuals could have their voices heard in court. Through PIL, any individual or organization could approach the High Court or the Supreme Court on behalf of those whose rights were being violated. The process was simplified to an extraordinary level. Even a simple letter or telegram to the court could be accepted as a PIL. This innovation proved that courts could truly serve as a light of hope for all, especially for those who might otherwise be overlooked. In conclusion, the judiciary plays a vital role in ensuring justice, fairness, and the protection of rights in India. Beyond resolving disputes, it acts as a guardian of democracy, holding the government accountable and upholding the rule of law. An independent judiciary is not just a feature of democracy, it is its backbone, ensuring that no one is above the law and that every voice, no matter how small, is heard. So, here's something for you to think about. How does an independent judiciary strengthen the values of democracy and safeguard the rights of individuals? An independent judiciary ensures fairness by making decisions without any influence from the government or powerful groups. It protects everyone's rights equally, holds the government accountable, and ensures that laws are followed, which helps keep democracy strong and just. Thank you for watching, and remember, justice begins with awareness. Stay informed, stay engaged, and keep asking questions. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Edureve to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 8. Thank you.